Tucked away beyond the postcard-perfect peaks and glossy tourist trails, Switzerland hides a quieter kind of magic: secret valleys, fairytale villages, mirror-like alpine lakes, and winding trails only the locals know. These are the hidden corners where time slows down, where every breath feels like poetry, and where nature whispers stories that no guidebook could ever tell. Welcome to the soul of Switzerland, untouched, unfiltered, and unbelievably beautiful. Number 1. Ocean and Lake. Imagine this: you hop off a cozy Swiss mountain gondola, breathe in that crisp alpine air. Then suddenly, through the pines you see it. A turquoise lake so clear, so still, it's like nature hit pause. Welcome to Ocean and Lake, one of Switzerland's most underrated wonders. Oceanense is like a secret whisper between the mountains, cradled by towering cliffs and snow-dusted peaks that reflect perfectly in the blue water. It's part of the UNESCO World Heritage Site of the Swiss Alps Jungfraujoch, but somehow, still manages to stay under the radar. Here, it's not about luxury resorts or tourist traps, it's about raw, untouched beauty. There's plenty to do, whether you're into heart-pounding adventures or just want to kick back and soak up the views. In the summer, June-September, first things first, take the gondola from Kandersteg. It gives you those sweeping mountain views that make you go. Once you're up there, you've got options. You can hike down through pine forests to the lake. It's about a 25-minute walk. And trust me, every step is Instagram-worthy. Feeling romantic or just want to float in bliss? Rent a rowboat. No engine, no noise, just you, the water, and the mountains reflecting around you. Unreal. Pack a picnic and find a spot by the shore. You'll feel like you're in some kind of Swiss daydream. Bonus points if you bring Swiss cheese. Oh, and for you hiking lovers, there are trails for all levels. Whether you want a peaceful loop around the lake or a tougher climb up to panoramic viewpoints, it's all here. And don't miss the mountain coaster, yes, a toboggan ride that zips you down the hill with wind in your hair and jaw-dropping views all around. In the winter, December, February, this place into a snow globe. The lake actually freezes over. Yep, you can walk on it. There are quiet snow trails for hiking, and it's so peaceful, you can literally hear the snow crunch beneath your boots. Oh, and sledding. Rent a sled and cruise down the snowy paths, fun for kids, adults, or anyone who's still a kid at heart. There's a sweet local myth that the lake has healing powers, that if you dip your feet in the icy water, it can wash away your worries. Another says that the lake is so deep, it once swallowed an entire horse carriage. Number 2. La Vertezo. Let's now wander to La Vertezo, a place so stunning, you'd think it's straight out of a movie. This tiny village sits in the Italian-speaking region of Ticino, and it feels more Italian Riviera meets Lord of the Rings than what most people expect from Switzerland. It's the kind of place where time slows down. You hear the gentle splash of the Verzasca River, the echo of footsteps on cobblestone, and the distant ring of church bells. Here's what you absolutely can't miss when you're there. If you're feeling brave, join the locals and take the plunge into the Verzasca River from this historic stone bridge, the Ponte dei Salti, the Roman bridge. The water's cold, like super cold. But also, it's one of the most refreshing and unforgettable moments you'll ever have. Swim in the natural rock pools, not into jumping, no worries. Just walk a little downstream, and you'll find these naturally carved stone pools where the water's calm and perfect for a dip. Or just sunbathe on the giant granite slabs like a local lizard. Wander through the old village, walk around. Notice the slate roofs, the stone houses, the tiny chapels. It's like a real-life hobbit village with a touch of Italian charm. Try a traditional ticinese meal by the river. There are a few rustic restaurants nearby to try polenta with Alpine cheese or risotto with porcini mushrooms. And yes, the wine's local too. Feeling adventurous? There's a scenic trail that runs along the Verzasca River. Every step offers a new view: waterfalls, hidden pools, wildflowers. Number 3. Brienz. If Switzerland had a soul, Brienz would be its heartbeat. Peaceful, artistic, and deeply rooted in tradition. Nestled right on the edge of Lake Brienz, this quiet little village is surrounded by the Bernese Alps, painted in pastels and filled with wood carvings that whisper stories from the past. It's like stumbling into a living fairy tale, only with better coffee and friendlier locals. Stroll along Brungasse, Switzerland's most beautiful street. If there's one street in the world that deserves a slow, dreamy walk, it's Brungas. The houses here are over 250 years old, made of dark timber, and decorated with hand-carved facades and colorful flowers in every window box. You'll feel like you've stepped into a painting. Second, visit the Swiss Wood Carving Museum. The museum showcases antique Swiss wood carvings and music boxes, and also offers visitors the chance to watch skilled craftsmen at work or try their own hand at wood carving. Next, take the steam cogwheel train to Breenzerrothen. Hop aboard the oldest steam cogwheel railway in Switzerland and ride all the way to the top of Breenzerrothen. You'll pass alpine meadows, grazing cows, and get panoramic views that'll blow your mind. Pro tip: sit on the right side of the train for the best views up. Walk along Lake Breenz's shoreline. If the weather's nice, which it often is in summer, take a walk along the lakeside promenade. The water is a surreal shade of turquoise, and you might even see swans gliding by. It's calm and meditative. Lastly, hop on a Lake Brienz boat cruise. Want to see Brienz from the water? Take a boat cruise on Lake Brienz. It's relaxing, scenic, and connects to other hidden gems like Giesbach Falls, cascading waterfalls, forest trails, and a 19th century hotel perched like a queen. Walk behind the waterfalls, stay at the historic Grand Hotel Giesbach, or picnic while watching water tumble down 14 tiers. Grab a coffee, sit back, and let the breeze and views do their magic. Number 4. Gelmersee. Let's talk about Gelmersee, a breathtaking alpine lake hidden high up in the Swiss Alps, and trust me, getting there is half the thrill. But before we get to the lake, you have to ride what looks like a roller coaster straight up a mountain. It's called the Gelmerbahn, and it's the steepest open-air funicular in Europe. It climbs at a heart-racing 106% gradient, and there's no roof, just you and the mountain. This isn't one of those lakes surrounded by souvenir shops and tour buses, nope. Gelmersee is raw, wild, and completely serene. It's perched at 1,850 meters (6,070 feet) above sea level, wrapped in rugged granite cliffs and icy silence. The moment you step off the funicular, it feels like stepping into a Tolkien novel. You can walk the circular trail around the lake. There's a 2-hour loop trail that hugs the lake. Parts are rocky, narrow, and even a bit sketchy, but oh, the views. It's like hiking through a painting. Find a flat rock, sit by the water, and let time stop for a bit. The silence up there is different. You can actually hear the wind bouncing off the cliffs. Here's an interesting fact: the lake is actually man-made, built as a reservoir in the 1920s, and the funicular was originally designed to transport materials to the dam. But now, it's one of the most thrilling rides in Switzerland. Number 5. Appenzell, tucked away in northeastern Switzerland, near the Alpine Mountains. The kind of place that looks like it was drawn by hand in a storybook. Brightly painted houses, rolling green hills, cows with bells clinking, and traditions so alive, you feel like you've time traveled. Appenzell is the heart of Swiss tradition, but without the crowds. Here, locals still wear traditional clothing, speak in a distinctive dialect, and celebrate centuries-old customs with pride. It's peaceful, colorful, and so authentic, it almost feels unreal. Firstly, take a walk through the town center. Every building is hand-painted with intricate designs, fairy tale colors, and unique characters. Don't rush, grab a coffee, sit outside, and enjoy the vibe. Visit a traditional cheese dairy, and yes, taste the Appenzeller cheese. His cheese has been made with a secret herbal brine for over 700 years. And the best part, you can watch the whole process, then sample it straight from the source. Next, hike up to Ascha Cliff Restaurant. Picture this, a rustic restaurant carved into a cliff face, overlooking Alpine valleys. The hike up is stunning, or take the cable car to Ebenalp if you're feeling chill. Either way, when you're sipping hot chocolate up there, you'll feel like you're on top of the world. Lastly, join in a local festival, or Alpabfahrt, if you're lucky with timing. That's when cows come down from the mountains, wearing flower crowns and giant bells, followed by locals in traditional costumes. Number 6. Lake Lucerne. Located in central Switzerland, stretching between Lucerne, Uri, Schwyz, and Nidwalden. Let's talk about Lake Lucerne, the hidden arms of the lake, the quiet villages, the misty mornings where time feels frozen, and the cozy alpine chalets that dot the shoreline. This lake is like a giant starfish, with fingers that reach deep into the valleys, each one hiding its own magical world. It's like the lake is hiding mini Switzerlands within itself, waiting to be discovered. Let's talk about things you can't miss to do here. First, take the cogwheel train to Mount Pilatus. Ever wanted to ride the steepest cogwheel train in the world? Start from Alpine and ride up to Mount Pilatus. You'll feel like you're floating above the clouds. Next, hop on a vintage paddle steamer. Don't just take a boat ride, take a paddle steamer. These charming old boats make you feel like you're in a 19th century novel. You want to wander through the village of Wegas. This is where the pace slows down. Have coffee by the shore, listen to birds instead of traffic, and just breathe. Locals call it the Riviera of Central Switzerland. Visit Europe's highest outdoor elevator, the Hammerschwand elevator, and it literally shoots you up the cliffside from Bergenstock. It takes visitors from an underground station to a summit observation platform in under a minute, offering stunning views of Lake Lucerne and the Alps. Number 7. Lac de Tony, located in Valais region, near the French border, above Vouvray. It's tucked inside a nature reserve, surrounded by jagged limestone peaks, whispering pines, and meadows that bloom like watercolor paintings in spring. And the best part, you have to hike in to earn it. No highways, no tourist buses, just you and nature. Hike up the mountain trail, about a 45 to 60 minute uphill hike from the village of Leflon, or Miex, but don't worry, it's shaded, scenic, and full of birdsong. You'll be huffing, puffing, and loving every step. And when you reach the top, boom, that lake view hits you like a dream. Next, walk the peaceful lakeside trail. Once you're up there, take a slow stroll around the lake. The air's crisp, the scenery is next level, and the reflections of the peaks in the water. They look like paintings come to life. Stay overnight in a rustic cabin or mountain inn. Ever wanted to wake up to the sound of cowbells instead of car horns? There are a couple of charming chalets and guest houses near the lake. No luxury, but lots of soul. Spend the night, watch the stars, and feel the world slow down. Photograph the Grammont and the Twin Peaks. The lake is cradled between dramatic peaks like Les Grammont and Les Jumelles the Twins. If you're into photography, sunrise here is jaw-dropping. Lac de Tony is a digital detox dream. No cars, no crowds, just nature doing its thing. Take a journal, a book, or nothing at all and let the silence fill you. Switzerland isn't just about ski resorts and luxury watches. Sometimes, the real treasure lies in the hidden corners, waiting for curious souls like you to find them. So, which one are you adding to your bucket list first? Let me know in the comments. And hey, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more travel secrets and soulful destinations. Until next time, stay curious, stay adventurous.